Everyone's traumatized now. At least that's what we're told. Scroll your feed, listen to the language. Everything is trauma. Everything is triggering. Everything is too much. Just talking to my wife the other day about how the current generation watched American Pie and found it triggering, upset, traumatizing. Let that sink in. One of the most popular movies that I can think of our generation. It was absolutely hilarious. Wow. Triggering, traumatizing. And listen carefully. Real trauma exists. I'm not minimizing it. I'm not mocking it. Trust me, I've lived it. But when everything is trauma, nothing is. I mean, gee, a bad day is traumatizing, right? And I've had friends go through stories and nightmares, and comparing yourself to others in perspective of what some people went through, there's always worse. So comparing holes, hole can get a lot deeper than the one you're in. So think about that. And when you've done something dangerous, we've taken a word of meaning to describe survival, and we've handed it out to discomfort. Here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Most people aren't traumatized. They're untested. You haven't been through enough. You don't know what a bad day is. And if that statement hits you in the chest, good. That's what it feels like when it collides with your comfort. So, welcome to the real world. We build a world that removes resistance at every level. Food show up without effort. Entertainment kills boredom instantly. Validation is handed out for existing. Escape is available 24 hours a day. So as a side path, I thought about these ice storms and this winter storm that was coming in. You think a lot about this, and we may do, but we didn't have the comforts that these kids did. The real scary part would be trapped inside the house with these kids with absolutely nothing to do and having not a notion to what to do with themselves without all the electronics and all the devices. What would they do if they had, not that many of us do, but if they had to play a board game? Think about that. What would you do when your child doesn't know how to find rest and find something to do? They're just going to be up under you the entire time the power is out. You might be the one that needs saving. You might be the one traumatized. There's no waiting. There's no friction. There's no requirement to endure. And we look around confused when people can't tolerate pressure. Here's the rule that no one taught you. And everything is padded. Pain feels lethal. Everything previous generations didn't think about resilience. They didn't post about mental toughness. They didn't journal about their nervous system. They got up because they had to. They endured because there was no alternative. This generation avoids hardships by design, and it's called weakness. And then calls weakness self-awareness. You didn't get fragile by accident. You got comfortable on purpose. Let that sink in, baby. If every hard moment feels overwhelming, it's not because you're broken. It's because you've never had to carry the weight. No stress exposure, no controlled pressure, no adversity reps. You don't rise to the occasion. You fall to the level of your preparation. And most people's preparation looks like this: scrolling instead of sitting with discomfort, numbering instead of processing, quitting instead of not adapting. So when life finally applies pressure, panic sets in. Oh my God, what am I going to do? Not because life is cruel, but because you're untrained. You haven't been through this before. You haven't experienced it. You don't know what to do, so you freak out. Imagine walking into a gym and trying to deadlift 400 pounds with absolutely no training. You wouldn't call the barbell abusive. You would call yourself unprepared. Life works the same way. The most dangerous lie people tell themselves is simple. I can't handle this. You just haven't had to. Adversity didn't suddenly get worse. Your tolerance got lower. Every time you avoid discomfort, your capacity shrinks. Every time you face it, your capacity grows. Pain used to be a teacher. Now it's treated like an emergency. And when pain becomes the enemy, growth becomes impossible. Here's the cost of avoidance nobody talks about. You start confusing emotional discomfort with danger. You start confusing resistance with harm. You start confusing pressure with trauma. The mindset doesn't protect you. It disables you. Let's be clear. Real trauma is real. This isn't denial, but not everything hard is trauma. A nervous system that has never been stressed will overreact to stress. That doesn't mean you're damaged. It means you're unused. If criticism wrecks you, if inconvenience derails you, if a bad day takes you out completely, that's not fragility. That's a lack of conditioning. You don't need to heal from every hard moment. Some of them are designed to strengthen you. Strong people aren't fearless. They're trained. They've experienced resistance. They don't personalize hardship. They don't dramatize it. They don't ask, why is this happening to me? Poor little me. What is this demanding from me? Still doesn't complain about the fire. It becomes something else because of it. Adversity doesn't destroy identity. It reveals it. Life doesn't care about your labels. It responds to capability. If you can't deal with adversity, life will own you. Comfort won't save you. Avoidance won't protect you. Excuses won't carry you. This world isn't getting softer. It's getting more demanding. And the people who survive won't be the most comfortable. They'll be the most capable. So ask yourself why. Start asking why you've been avoiding it. Because adversity isn't the enemy. It's the entry fee. And if you refuse to pay it, you don't get the life you want. You're not traumatized. You're untested.